Hey guys, and welcome back. Back here with my handy dandy number 2 yellow pencil. Last time I talked to you about circles and the perfect circles, and we practiced that letter C and then going around 4 times. And today I want to give you an assignment. So for some of us, it's going to feel like a little overwhelming and you're going to want to rush it, but let's just take our time because we have time. So all you need is a piece of paper. I don't care if it's lined paper. I don't care if it's printer paper. I don't care if it's the inside of a pizza box. Doesn't matter. You just need a little surface here. And I want you to make 50 circles. And I want them to overlap. And I want them to be different sizes. And I want them to fill the paper. Okay, so that's our criteria. Whoop, funky. So we got 50 circles, overlapping, different sizes, filling the paper. Okay, so what I'm thinking about that is pretty low stakes, right? Like if you make a mistake with the circle, you remember, you just leave what you have, and then you darken what you like a little bit, and then you erase what you don't like. Overlapping simply means that I wouldn't even erase in between them, just leave them. I would do some small circles and some big circles, sometimes some huge circles. That's going to be a little harder because you have to move from the elbow instead of just the wrist or the fingers. So your mechanical arm here, your elbow is going to be moving for big circles, your wrist is going to be moving for medium, and for little tiny, it's your fingers. So that makes sense, right? Your body fits the shape of what you're trying to make. All right. If you go really big, then you have to use your shoulder, but I don't have enough space on my little paper to show you that. So I'm just going to be overlapping circles. You might start thinking, ooh, this looks like space, or ooh, this looks like, I don't know, something more interesting, and you can go with it. I started to think like bubbles, and I think, oh, smaller, getting to bigger, and just in my own brain, I started thinking, oh, I'm gonna probably have the bigger ones on this side and the smaller ones on this side. That's me. You can do, look at this. My circle is going off the page. I don't need to go all the way around. I just need to really sort of grab that circle shape. Overlapping is going to be key here. I'm not counting. I'll go back and count. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So a little less than halfway there. 20, 21, 22. Keep going. And then eventually you'll fill your paper with circles. Once you've filled it with circles and it's all done, then what you're going to do this circle is in front of this circle. So I'm going to erase this line. Okay? I'm not going to get too worried. Actually, you can use your eraser to clean up your circle. That's awesome. Okay. This circle is in front of this circle. So I'm going to erase this line. Can you see that? There's this line. Okay, let me go back in here a little bit. Okay, I'm going to change it up. I'm going to say this little guy is in front of this big guy. So I'm going to darken that a little because these two next to each other, they just felt like, oh, they're in the same space. So if I put him in front of him, at least it pushes something back a little bit. So what we're working here with is composition and moving things back in space and forward in space. We're going to play with that next. But first, we're just going to make some decisions. This, I don't have to decide. I know he's in front of that. He's not overlapping. This one overlaps that. This is called a tangent when they come together. Tangents are kind of annoying for composition, so I'm going to make this one come a little bit. They make us uncomfortable because our eye can't tell what's supposed to happen. So I'm going to bring that in front. Okay, so you're going to do that next. So next, go back into your work, because you're all following along, obviously. Go back into your work and start to make decisions of what's in front of what, and avoid tangents. Ugh, terrible tangent. I'm going to make you a little bit bigger. Tangent, I think that's a math term. So, hey, we're getting math. See? You study art, you get a little math for free. Okay. Come back and check in when you have finished making decisions about what goes over what. Yay, we finished. So let's cruise through this. Take a look. So you can see I'm not worried about perfect circles anymore. What I'm worried about is circles, not worried about, I'm enjoying circles that are good. Circles that feel roundish. Kind of even like when they're a little lumpy and squared off. That sort of suits my style of drawing, actually. So that's just me. Some of you might be perfectionists and you want perfect circles. Well, that's a lifelong pursuit. Have fun with that. I'm looking for circles that are good enough. So I think I've got all my circles. This still bothers me. I'm going to make it a little bigger. Okay, so now that you've got all 50 circles, and they're beautiful, and they're lovely, and they're fun, and they're floating, the next lesson, after you've shown me this, you've maybe uploaded it to the website, if you're one of my students, or just shown it to a friend or a teacher or a family member, if you're not one of my students. The next thing is we're going to learn about shading, and we're going to start to fill these in so that these 50 overlapping circles will eventually turn into a tonal drawing where they start to become bubbles. This is next. Let's focus on finishing this up today. Okay, thanks very much, and I'll see you later.